Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 56-degree Thursday, the 31st of August. Last day of August of 23. Look at it, you can't even see not even halfway up the mountains over there. It's all fogged in. But it's nice and cool. Should be wearing a vest or something out here. It's got kind of a nip to it. All them apples laying around on the ground. I miss the horses. We used to pick them up and toss them over the fence to the horses, and they'd gobble them up. She's gonna be a wet one today. It's like 90% chance of rain, so this will be it for the day. Looks like tomorrow, well, as of last night, tomorrow is okay. Should be nice. What was I gonna say? Oh, I crashed out last night and built the video this morning. Got up early. So it's in there seasoning in. I'll turn it live when I get to work. So when you look back on yesterday, I apologize for the late release. But anyway, I've been talking back and forth with a guy at BMW last night and early this morning. I go, man, you're worse than me. You never sleep. You must be a hoot owl like myself. So anyway, he set me up with everything I need to get the RDC tool or the TPMS tool updated, so I should be able to learn in those tire sensors today. So I'll get to work, do that, see if it works. I'll write him back, let him know everything's cool, and we'll go on from there. All right. Well, it's 60 degrees and dumping here today.
It's going to be a wet day.
Yeah. Well, they said 90% chance of rain. We're getting all 100% of 90.
I know, and it's supposed to do it all day.
Yeah, this is our day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like winter in the Northwest.
Yeah.
You get soaked going down that hill.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I go through the store. I still got to go down the ramp and around. So
yeah, so you're still
6 one, half a dozen the other. I got an umbrella in here if I feel desperate. Well, Mama?
Yes, I have.
Have yourself a wonderful Thursday.
You too, hubby.
All right, we'll go in there and see if we can get that tool all ironed out.
Very good.
Contact the BMW guy and say, yay, it worked, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Love you, see you, bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
This is a 2023 K1600B and what they call Meteor. Midnight. That's the color though, is Meteor. Isn't that cool? It's in for its first service. First time, I mean, it's just absolutely coming unhinged out there. First time he ever rode it in the rain, he was telling the service advisor, he goes, yeah, that kind of hurt. And that color is a option 719. I think it's cool. Got a really nice seat and cool color. But yep, just for service. And I got a software update. I got a flash to it as well. Hope it's got TFT display. I hope it doesn't get stuck. But yeah, I like these. Just a simple first service. I mean, there's a lot of things you gotta check, but I mean, it's not like doing valves or spark plugs or something. But let me get back at it. He's upstairs waiting for it. So I just bop in and tell you what I'm doing. He had a hold of the second crate back there, and he thought, almost like this thing calmed down a little bit. So it's gonna be a wet ride. I'm just gonna do one of my parking lot rides. I guess the service rider saying he was upset. I think I said that earlier. He was upset he had to ride it in the rain, but he wanted to keep his appointment. Come on, I just shut you off to set oil and stuff on it. Come on, I don't want to drop you in gear at RPMs because they go bang. There we go. Give it just a second more. There we are. Let's do a quickie around the block here. So this Amazon gal doesn't speak a word of English. One of the guys drove through, so the gate was open, and she come walking from up front and walked in with the package She can't, I mean, literally can't speak anything. So I'm saying my name, I'm pointing at my name on my shirt, and she still doesn't want to give it to me. So she calls somebody at Amazon, I would assume, and she says who she's giving it to. And she said, okay. Gave me the, and off she went. Well, she can't get back out. No one can get back out unless you're on a vehicle or have one of the gate fobs with you. So, yeah, kind of a strange experience. He had this thing in road mode. I kicked it down to rain to help him out here. That rain mode makes these things hypersensitive. Traction control and all this stuff. First service, nice and smooth, no issues. He had a software update for it was related to the ESA. Flashed that, and I think there was way more than that in there, because that took a little bit. And then you have to relearn the throttle, the fly-by-wire throttle, and had to do a recalibration of the spring strut, the ESA system. Whoa, good Lord. People walk around back here. You shouldn't be flying through a parking lot. And that's the Tundra the way they're meant to look. Them things nowadays are some kind of, yeah, not good looking. Not to me anyway. And to most other people. Wow, Toyota. You make such beautiful vehicles. How did you mess that new Tundra up that bad? It looks like it's some crazy mix. I don't know if it's trying to be a Chevy, a Ford, or whatever. It's just like it took everybody else's design and just threw it all into one pile and says, there we go, your new Toyota. And you'll notice you don't see a lot of them driving around either. So, yeah, they're rare. There's one of them sitting right there, that gray one. They're so wrong. And you know, they got rid of that nice big old V8, and now they got this V6 with twin turbos or whatever it is. It actually makes more horsepower and torque, but you push a small engine really hard, guess what doesn't last? A big old normally aspirated V8 will last forever and turn into something good to eat. And now, you know, people hauling big stuff with them. There's another one there, that white one. Whew. Hope 2024 has a different, well, they won't, because there's been a lot of money coming out with these designs. So they're kind of stuck with it. Unless it's so bad that they're just they're already rewriting the. You know what amazes me is, you know, for these things to come out, several high up people had to okay that. How did you look at that and go, yeah, we really like that one? I'm trying to get too much speed. I don't know why I'm worried. He's got to leave here and hit the highways and byways anyway. Hope he lives close. The Midnight. I like the color name is Meteor. He just picked this thing up not too long ago. The boy's been out there riding. He's already got over 700 miles on it. So he got it good and broke in. Now he doesn't have to do anything until 7,000. Whatever your mileage is, it resets it at another. Oh, dadgummit. I didn't mean to do it. Well, might as well. 6,214 miles or 10,000 kilometers. First service is at 621 or 1,000 kilometers. Man. Wow, look, how did that get messed up like that? Man, it ain't been that long ago since we drove through here. It didn't look like that. Or maybe something was parked there and you couldn't see it. Take him a nice slow ride. I'll park him under the little overhang over there by the Indian side so he can at least get his gear on in the dry. Big old house. You definitely feel the squatted suspension on the rear of these things. They squatted them down to they're after, like everybody else, after that Harley market. Thing about Indian BMW, they make no qualms in telling you that's the market they're after. Indian's doing the same thing. I think there's only room for one Harley. Build your own stuff. Which BMW, all they did is they took an existing bike and just kind of dolled it up, squatted the rear end way down, and I'll put him more towards the, well, he might not like driving out on the handicap thing. I could understand that. Somebody could come through here and park, and I'd feel bad too if you're blocking somebody's access. There we are. Quick ride on the K1600B, the midnight version. Listen to the fan. I think it must be cooling off the electronics or something up there. I noticed it running when I was doing the test and stuff on it too. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for coming for the rip. So do you guys realize that 7 years ago, the day I drove the red 2017, the very first Milwaukee 8 Street Glide that Northwest Harley-Davidson had. Remember, it was a demo, and I went test road. I had to wait out because it was there for 2 weeks, a road glide and a street glide for 2 weeks, and at the end of that, it was just for people to ride. Had 120 something miles on it by the time I picked it up, and he said the owner ended up riding it most of the time. But anyway, 7 years ago, that was in 2016. Isn't that crazy? It was a 2017 model. Man, 7 years. Anyway, I'll probably use that as a thumbnail. Just to come across, how your thing goes through the years. But in all fairness, that picture with Kelly on the with that, what do they call it, asphalt? Yeah, the asphalt colored Spyder RT Limited. That was 1 year ago, or 1 year after. So that was the 1 year anniversary. Must have went on that ride of 1 year of owning it. But I'll use that as a thumbnail. But other things popped up, and they're not as good. I just thought that was cool. I remember us riding up there. So that picture is 6 years old to the day. But anyway, just kind of bored and just about to sit down and start doing the vlog. And thought, well, I got a little bit of extra time here. I'll come out here and play and talk to the peeps. I meant to say that because I seen the calendar thing, because I'm very weird and keep calendar events of everything. When I bought it. Oh, do you know that Monday was 4 years ago to the day that I rode the Softail Slim home? Now, I had bought it the week prior, but this Monday was the day 4 years ago. Can you believe I've had the Slim for 4 years? The Road King had its third birthday. It seems like it was last year I bought the Road King. It's still like my baby in the shop, you know. It's crazy. Yeah, you got rain all over the side of the car. Or maybe that's some of the glitter in the paint, but I think it's assisted by some rain. I haven't ridden this thing and driven it in a coon's age. Since the weather's kind of calmed down a little bit, you can see that Danny has stopped with his Danny hole digging, which is cool. I kind of filled it in. Looks like he lays out here every once in a while. I see his paw prints laying all over, but he's not rooting his hole again. He stirred it up a little bit. The old Red Cat Gen 9. He's a good old gal. Man, with those Proline KM3 BF Goodriches, man, there's something else. I actually got these tires for the K10, and as I usually do, I end up putting them on something, and I really like the way they look, and that just kind of becomes that truck's wheels and tires. But anyway, I just out here tinkering around a little bit. Thought I'd tell you about the Street Glide. I meant to say something about that this morning and just spaced it. I was all wrapped up in getting that BMW stuff fixed. So all I need to do now is get the 600 miles on mine, and that'll probably be some work rides if we get some nice weather. It's like fall has just kicked in all of a sudden. It's like, here it is. So anyway, I'll get down there and reset or learn in the RDCs or the TPMSs in those wheels. That went flawless this morning with that GS. Really nice people at BMW. You get some cool people that go out of the way, talking to me all hours of the night and the morning. It's like, dude, get some sleep. You're worse than me. You're a hoot owl. But anyway, let's get with little mama. We'll do a goodbye. Well, man, a little bit of light rain right now, so decided we won't get too soaked. We'll do the goodbye outside, not in the porch or wherever else.
Yeah, before the
shop, whatever.
melee starts in again.
Yeah, just comes in little waves. It's lightened up since we got home. It dumped on the way home. Man,
pouring.
Yeah, that was crazy. But that was a nice K1600B ride. That was cool. Just a parking lot ride. I don't want to go bomb down the highway, get me wet and the guy's bike wet. He had to drive it home anyway, but I'd rather it not come from me. But that was fun. And that's something. There's like no way that's been 7 years ago since
Where has the time gone?
Brought that Street Glide home. That's nuts.
That just seems like a couple years ago.
Yeah, it seems like that hasn't been as long as it's because the Road King is 3 years this year. That doesn't seem like 3 years, but 7 years since that red Street Glide special, the first Milwaukee 8 that Northwest got. They got two of them. They got a Road Glide and a Street Glide, and I took the Street Glide. They were there for demos at first, you know, before the actual one showed up. But cool stuff. Anyway, on that, I think we will bounce.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.